What's up, everyone? Today I'm going to be stripping my Supra wheels. Unfortunately, I didn't think to make a video before I applied the first coat. So here we are after one coat. I'm using what everyone else uses pretty much, citrus strip, paint and varnish. I've actually done this already once. That's them right there, but I used a different paint stripper. So this time I'm using citrus strip. Last time I used clean strip premium stripper or something like that. I don't know, it was in a metal can at Walmart, but this time I'm using citrus strip, and it seems like so far the results are better. So what I didn't even tape up the wheels, the tires or anything. I don't plan on using these tires, they don't really fit on my car, so I just went ahead and coated them completely. Nice thick coat, all edges, barrels, lips, everything. And then you want to store them in a trash bag. These actually sat for 48 hours because yesterday I had some work I had to do that I didn't realize, so I wasn't able to get to them yesterday. So this is after sitting for 48 hours. I'm about to power wash them and show you what they look like after. All right, y'all, we're back, and these are the wheels after one coat of the citrus strip and one power washing. I'm actually impressed with the power of the citrus strip. It definitely stripped the paint better. With this premium strip, I had to do my wheels over there probably 4 to 5 times. And it took the premium stripper probably 2 coats to get to where these are now. However, look at these wheels, right? Look at the finish of the metal. It's a little dull, right? It's a little dull, as people would expect. However, these wheels over here that I did, I haven't even polished these yet. These are literally just using the clean strip premium paint stripper from the metal can. Haven't even polished these things yet. So I'm wondering if the citrus strip has better paint lifting technology or whatever, but it dulls the metal, and as a result I'll have to really polish these. I plan on polishing those wheels anyway over the winter when I take them off, but we'll see how these come out in the end, because I'm curious now. Like, this looks like this was a repair done by a shop, like they might have hit the curb and ground it down or whatever, but it's just not as shiny as my first set of wheels were. But we'll see. We'll continue the process. Stay tuned, and yeah, we'll see what this looks like after a couple more coats. All right, so after letting the wheels dry for a little bit, we filled our cup up with some citrus strip, and we are ready to brush on some paint strippers, so stay tuned. All right, y'all, so we just finished the second coat, and this is what it should look like. Just get yourself a cup, paintbrush, and just lather it on. Don't be afraid to use more than what you need, because you want to get every single nook and cranny covered. So all right, this is the second coat. That's how much paint has been removed after the first coat and one power wash. So now we applied the second coat. We're gonna put these in trash bags and let them sit for 24 hours. So we'll be back tomorrow to take the trash bags off, power wash them one more time, and see how well these did after 2 coats. Stay tuned. Alrighty, as you can see, got it all coated up. Go ahead and put it in, get yourself a trash bag. This thing is just a regular, like 30-gallon trash bag or whatever. It's a tight fit for the rears, but you can make it work. I made it work. Yeah, you'll just get them all packaged up, get them covered up. You want to keep them like moist or whatever, so the stripper can do its job. Let it sit for 24 hours, and I'll see y'all in the next clip. Alrighty, y'all, so it's been 24 hours since we applied this second coat, and this is what it looks like so far. So let's get to power washing and see how much comes off. Alrighty, y'all, so we just finished power washing them. A lot definitely came off. We'll probably need a fourth coat, but I'm gonna let these dry, and then I'm gonna apply the third coat and do the same as before. You all already know. Bag them up and let them sit for 24 hours. I did want to note though, like I mentioned before, look how dull the metal is. Like, look in the barrel. Look along, like, I don't know, it's like the citrus strip might be like tarnishing the metal or whatever. I don't know, because these wheels right here, it just rained last night, so rotors are rusty, but these wheels, nothing. As you can see, I still have some pieces that I didn't fully get off because I plan on taking them off this winter and really getting them nice. But look how shiny these are for just stripper, no polishing. As it compared to these, let me get the sun on them. In the sun, you can really see how there's like haziness all over the bare metal. So I don't know, we'll see what happens when I get these fully stripped down. Alrighty, so I got the third coat on there, and these are ready to go back in the trash bag and wait another 24 hours. One thing I will note, if you guys aren't lazy like me, you could buy some plastic scrapers or maybe some brushes that don't have metal bristles, and you could scrape away at some of these remaining pieces of paint in between stages or coats of the stripper. It would definitely speed this up and help. However, I'm lazy and don't feel like putting that much time into these wheels just yet. Since I already have another set of wheels on the car, I'm just doing this to run 4 fronts instead of a staggered setup. In this winter, I know I'm gonna put a lot of time into polishing these. So yeah, I'm gonna get these back in the trash bags, and I'll see y'all in the next clip, power washing the third coat off. All right, so these wheels have been sitting for 24 hours since we applied the third coat. This is what it's looking like so far. I can already tell. I'm pretty sure a lot's gonna come off with this power wash because it's bubbling everywhere. So let's get the power washing. Alrighty, so I spent about maybe 15 minutes per wheel power washing, and this is the result. I say we got off 95% of the remaining paint. At this stage, if you weren't lazy like me, you could get like some plastic scrapers, scrape off the remaining, I don't know, I guess parts of paint. I don't know what to call this, like the base layer or something, I don't know, but because it is a little soft. But I'm just gonna let the chemicals do the work for me because I'm lazy, and I'm just gonna put on a fourth coat, and we should be good to go. As you can see, got both coated up. This will be the fourth coat. This should be the final coat. Should get off everything that I want. I'm not worried about the back lip. No one's gonna see it, even though that'll probably come off with the next power wash. But yeah, I'm still not sure why like the metal's like oxidizing, as my other set of wheels didn't do that. The only thing I can think of is maybe I didn't let the wheels fully dry between power washing and doing my first coat, and maybe some water got into the citrus strip when I, like there's water droplets all over the wheel. I put the citrus strip on. Maybe that has something to do with it. Either way, it won't be a problem when I go to polish them. But yeah, let's get these in some bags, and I'll catch y'all tomorrow to power wash them, see how well they look for the final coat. Alrighty, so we're back after 24 hours of letting the fourth coat sit. Not much to show here really, as the last coat took off a lot of the black, but yeah, I'm gonna power wash them and show you the results. Alrighty y'all, so we power washed the stripper off, and everything is completely off. There's no more paint. Now I know what y'all are probably thinking, man, this looks like shit. And I'll agree, because honestly, those haven't been polished, I swear to God. They've literally just had stripper. But I used Citrus Strip on these, and I used Clean Strip Premium Stripper on those. The Citrus Strip has more paint lifting power, but it, like, you know, whatever this is called, tarnishes the metal, oxidizes it, whatever. However, though, hear me out. Let's come over to this wheel. Let's look at this section right here. This was literally not even 5 minutes of polishing. I literally dabbed it on a rag, wiped it down my hand, and got it pretty good. I said, you know what? I'm gonna bring out my little Harbor Freight buff wheel and just see what it does with literally like 2 minutes. And oh my Lord, the video does not do it justice. This is a mirror finish. It takes away all those imperfections and makes them look literally like a mirror. So yeah, man, that's how easy it is to strip Supra wheels. All right, y'all, so it's literally this easy. Now, I'm no polisher, so I'm sure there's better ways to do this. But I just rub it on with a rag. Literally doesn't take long. I have my buffing wheel right here. I already have this kind of soaked with some from this last pass. And I literally just now, obviously, that was a quick little pass, quick little tutorial. But look how shiny that is. Obviously, there's some imperfections that, you know, I'd really have to work with different size wheels and everything, but there's that, this, compared to that. That's how quick and easy it is. That simple. So yeah, there you have it, y'all. That is how you strip your wheels. I'll be probably making an actual video on how to polish these wheels when I polish them over the winter, because I'm not sure if this is like the exact process that I'll be doing. Like I said, I'm not a professional polisher or anything like that. I've only polished wheels one other time before, and it was years ago. But I mean, this is literally like 5 minutes of working with it. I couldn't reach the little nooks and crannies with the current wheels that I have, so I'll probably get some small ones for my Dremel. But yeah, like it's literally that easy, folks. You could just do exactly what I did, and if you wanted to, I bought a bottle of this white diamond metal polish. It was at Walmart. Just got some microfibers and some buffing wheels from Harbor Freight. Super cheap project, fun to do, great results. There you have it. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers.